How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to more MSQ playthrough in Dawntrail. I think we're about halfway through, because if I go to my Aether Currents, we are in Shaloni, the start of Shaloni, and so that should be the halfway point. Our MSQ level is 95. Yeah, so we're halfway. We're about to speak with the railroad engineer, I believe, for the train station, or for the train. Figure out what's going on. But anyways, enough babbling. Let's go ahead and pop into it. It seems people aren't too happy about train delays. Feeling much better, by the way. This is the day after. If you watch the past couple of videos, I wasn't feeling too hot, but I'm feeling pretty good.
We're not sure when the train will be running again.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work.
I really want to know what Ehrenfeld's accent is, like IRL, like where that comes from.
It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
And like I do my best. I do the best with what my capabilities. You know, I try my very best to do is sometimes it leads into the Latin, but I try to keep it like not so, because it's obviously not, but I don't know. I do my best.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
Should have, yeah.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
It was isolated for sure.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously?
We can help.
You're offering to help?
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand, too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
I like the little scroll he's got on his the bag on his thigh.
Sorry for
I think that's
ducking me
great.
into this.
I mean, you're our traveling companion. What are we gonna do? Stand around and wait for you to help people? That's what we do. I'm getting vibes of Amarang.
There they are. That's them, the two volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe. And this grizzled mug is Zapia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Yeah, thank you. I was like,
Something the
oh,
matter?
oh, it was supposed to be that way. Oh, that's fun. It's their reflection. Would you happen to be a fan of trolleys?
Trolleys? They're fine, I
Trains.
suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
Yeah, it's more like trains
She's
for them.
absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Right
Freaking
then.
called it.
What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber. We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata-Yonan plain.
Piata
It is
Yonin.
Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first. Come on, no time to waste.
You know, Amarang and this place here does have very similar vibes. There is no small number alive in Shaoloni. I must confess that I've never visited the home of the Herzaro. As they largely live in accordance with older traditions, I suspect they may have a dim view of the railroads. So the thing with Aaronvale's accent is that it's like... It's almost like a speed bump every other syllable. You know what I mean? It's interesting. It's also very hard to try to replicate. Come, let's follow Warwika. There's another station on the way, so be sure to drop in. The train will be in the depot, but you can still see it from outside. I'm quite taken with the sleek design of the head end myself, though if you peek through the window, you can probably catch a glimpse of... And enough jabbering, Shenza. Thanks to these two, we finally have some real work to do, so let's get to it. We'll see you later. I suppose there's no harm in stopping at the station. It's underway after all. What is in here? Wow. I must confess that train is an impressive sight. How easy it must be to ship goods through the wilds now. Right. Mewa Zone should be to the northeast of here. Let's continue on. Another main aetherite. Oh, I can see it. Some wild Ronique. Ah, there you are. The village is just up ahead. Truth be told, I've never had direct dealings with the people of Mahawatso, but I do know that their traditions mean a great deal to them, as does the land. Yeah, such lovely clean air. It feels like a treat after the overpowering selenium of Shinsenanoe Springs. The waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise for people and animals both. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Greetings, travelers, and welcome. I am Huato, chief of Mahawatseon, and this is my son, Shepeto. It's like a teenage Mikote. A pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the warm welcome and apologize for our sudden intrusion. I'm Walika, station master of Jacques Tural Railing. The recent earthquake has damaged our tracks and we require timber to make repairs. This is a MSQ in Aaronvale, who have volunteered to assist us with the restoration effort. You're a most curious air about you, of oil and steel, tanned leather, and the faintest hint of fair winds blown from a distant shore. though I know not where. I gather you are not from these lands. I hail from Eorzea, friend. Truly, I would love to know more of you and the lands you have seen. I am told you people hold your traditions in the highest, yet I gather you are curious about those of others as well. But of course, nature is boundless, as is our love for her lands and her children. The Hetso in particular have done much to guide our way of life. Where to hunt, to gather, to lay our heads, the Hetso teach us all these things and more. It is for that reason I believe we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. I see. That word Hetso, it means leader of souls in the Hetsaro tongue, does it not? It does. There are many creatures revered as Hetso among the Hetsaro. Here, we look to the Ronique for guidance. However, as you may have gleaned from our use of Aetherites, while we are committed to our traditions, this does not mean we reject all outside influence. That said, there are certain things that give us pause. We will furnish you with the timber you require, but first, as neighbors in this land, we ask that you indulge us in a discussion. We'd be glad to, of course. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests come such a long way, and my son is always so delighted to hear their tales. Now, if you follow me. I will speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. The Ronique have made the potential for danger plain. As you may have heard, their temperament has become erratic of late. The stableman near Huasawatsi mentioned that. Do you know what has caused this? We have our suspicions. Since others were drawn to this land by Ceruleum, Shalani has undergone a transformation. And the railroads are a part of that. As strong as and resilient as they may seem, Ronique are sensitive creatures. The roar of the train as it thunders through the plains may well cause them distress. As my father said, we do not necessarily reject outside influences or innovations, but in this, we can't help but worry. Understandably. Thank you for being forthright. This matter concerns not only the Hetsaro, but all of Shaloni. Perhaps we should bring it to the attention of Varkona. Varkona, you say? We know him only through rumors. But he is apparently... How shall I put this? Hard-headed and aloof. He values technology advancement and efficiency to the detriment of all else. Mind your tongue, Geppetto. While there is a grain of truth to the rumors, he is not as nearly as bad as they make him out to be. His journeys have changed him for the better. So in the course of traveling with him, you witnessed him change with your own eyes. You may ask for it beside Valkona in the rite of succession. I take his word over rumors. You took part in the rite of succession? You're that close to the Dawn servants. I was grateful for any help, but had no idea I'd recruited a bona fide hero. The succession of Dawn servants filled us with uncertainty for the future, but there is clearly much we do not know. On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds that we might see Valkona for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? Just as his father offered us guidance, I'm hopeful that he will do the same. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please take all that you require. We're terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Ronique foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad, and if needs be, we'll seek Valcona's counsel. My thanks again for your time and the timber. We shall endeavor to return the favor. I hope to see you again soon. We've more than enough timber to fix the ties. Now we need to transport it to the station, which will be a bit more involved than I thought. Didn't expect we'd be given so much. Mind waiting here a spell while I round up a few more hands and a Ronique. I won't be long. I'm glad that went well, and thankfully, it seems we won't need to make several trips for the timber. What do we get? Acacia weapon coffer. Titanium gold saber fangs. Damn. Let's check these out. Ooh-wee. Oh, dang, they glow. They glow. Why do we wait? We could get starting moving the timber somewhere more accessible. It shouldn't take long if we split the work. Sure thing, my guy. Grade of rough cut timber. Holy damn. Yeah, man. There's a blue quest. Damn. The biceps, the triceps, the traps. They're working. They're working overtime. I wonder if people can see me if I'm just like walking to other people, or if I'm actually carrying this damn crate. Watch out for the Ronique. Bum dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum ticka bum ba-dum ticka bum bum. I should think this would be enough. That was mighty kind of you to move all that lumber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. We'll see to the rest. Once we repair the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right, Chief? As much as I'd love to make it so, there aren't any spots available. You'll have to wait for the other one after, I'm afraid, but you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do to repay your kindness. But it's fine. Namiki and no few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right they go before us. I hope you'll stop by and see the train off. It's a breathtaking sight, let me tell you. And Nituikwe will be driving. No engineer compares to her, and it's always a treat to watch her work. The only work we should be worried about is our own, Shenza, and we've still more to do. I'll find somewhere quiet near the station to pass the time. If there's anything else in Shaloni you're keen to see, I'll leave you to it. Did we attune to that Aether 8? Hang on. Let me just attune real fast. Aw. Oh yeah, look. They're in the cutscene and they're holding the thing above their head. That's awesome. Had your fill of the sights? Well, they appear to have almost finished. Got a long sequence of cutscenes coming up ahead.
Glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
Here she comes!
This baby hits 88 miles an hour. You're gonna see some serious shit. Please tell me if you understand that reference.
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Tyrol. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yasolani. And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with. But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day, our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate dream. Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yasolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Not another one!
You can't be serious.
Interesting. The lightning is peculiar. The thunder god?
Gods have mercy.
Turn around, fool. Thank you. What the hell?
What in the flying? What's happening?
Oh, the train! Nitowikwe and the others!
My home lies that way as well.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
So to me, outside of the game, it appears to be, yeah, I was about to say, it appears like it's the Golden City. It's the same colors.
What in the world? Are they heading for Tuliolal?
We need to get back right away. Oh, damn. Tuliolo is under attack.
Heavens forfend.
You're here. Good, good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning. The people need our help.
Can you stand?
Try to remain calm, everyone.
What the?
I don't know what they are, but they're not men.
Oh, got blasted.
Someone help me, please! Oh.
Bastard!
Taking their Aether? One was blue and one was red.
What did it just do?
Thank you.
Save the things. Just get to safety. I'll hold the line here. Fall back to the palace. Quickly, before it's overrun.
Thank you, Bakul Jaja.
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to take my blade next?
What the hell is that? What in the Final Fantasy 15? Never played the game. I just know there's like some chick he's supposed to marry and just kind of similar vibes. Jetson ram. I thought you got sliced down. Oh, Zoral Ja's all decked out.
That you should still live.
Zoralcha?
By the gods. What has happened to you?
This is your butchery, isn't it? After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
My demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuliolol and surrender of all its territories. Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
Bet you could try.
Have you gone mad?
No, my ambition remains unchanged. To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus unite the world.
What has changed you so much, and in so short a time, to harm the very people you swore to serve? This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
You have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer. By my hands, I will end your madness.
Papa, wait! I should be the one to do this.
No. His sins are mine to bear.
Fear not. Ozoralcha is strong. He has never been father's equal in combat.
I think he got an upgrade, my guy.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Farewell, Zoralcha, my son. And forgive me.
Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed. You retain the vitality of two souls, despite the passing of one. I shall even the odds.
Perfect thumbnail.
Papa?
Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
You are no match for me.
Murderer. On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title. Very well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom. Strike me down, like I did father. Then will you be his worthy successor?
Trolcha, wait!
My warships will remain in your skies. When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal. Choose your next steps wisely.
No, Papa can't die. He can't. I don't know if they can save him. Kitten Ram's like looking the other way. Got a new chess piece. Oh, Jesus. That is something else. On the Battlestar Galactica? No, that's not even... Don't mind me. How could this happen? He's still breathing. Deep wound.
Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Look after my children.
What? I'm an old fossil like you. I've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor.
You and I must go on another journey together someday.
Aye, you can count on it.
Oglamat. Kona.
Yes, Papa.
The graves of the Yokui. You saw them, yes? I always found their teachings comforting.
Please, Father, you must save your strength.
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
Ooh, interesting music. Ah. Right, so I... Valvuklomat, Valkona, I bring word from the city. The enemy has withdrawn, and the Lands Guard have begun rendering aid to the people. Casualties within our ranks have hindered progress, but we continue to do all that we can. I thank you for the report. Please inform the guard that they are to prioritize such efforts until further notice. The people, I need to help them. We will assist you in whatever way we can, of course. Thank you, thank you. There are sure to be wounded everywhere, more than I could count. We'll split up and help all of them. You can count on us. Alphonse and Alice, could you take Bayside Bevy and Cryo and Erenvel at the palace perimeter? As for MS, please come to the Resplendent Quarter with me. We'll all meet back here afterwards. Ooh, wow. Thanks. I think I'm alright. Did you see them, those soldiers? They look like people, but they killed and killed with no hesitation. If they attack us again, how can we hope to defend ourselves? Thank you, sir. But my husband and son, they were... Thanks. I'll be fine now. We failed to protect the people. Why did so many have to die? Where were Valvu, Kalamata, and Valkona? They're not to blame, I understand, I do, but I need to clear my head. Thank you. I thought I was done for. I heard something disturbing. The enemy leader. They say he looked like Zoralja. But that can't be true, can it? Why would the First Promise attack his own people? But if it was him, what happens now? Is he going to come back? What do we do if he does? Thank you. The pain is better now, but I can't stop shaking. Where did they come from? Why did they attack us? And why are those things still in the sky? We had peace under Golujaja. We were safe. But now... Hey. This could have happened even under his rule. It's a matter of time. It's just timing. That's what happens when somebody's a big baby and they don't win the right of succession. You finished aiding the people here. Thank you. There were children among the wounded. Children. No, now isn't the time. There are still others who need help. Could you go and see how things are at Talon March, and afterwards go and find Alice at Bayside Bevy? There's no evidence of significant damage from the battle. The fighting did not spread this far, it seems. Okay. This person's name is Backstreet's Back. I said, all right. The fresh scorch marks on the ground are doubtless from the enemy assault. The shop appears to have weathered the chaos, though its wares have been strewn across the floor. The port remains unscathed, but the enemy ships continue to loom overhead. Alright, with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this block here. And we'll figure out where we go from here in the next one. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you. Take care.